Brought to you by the Purple Rain Podcast. We're back, up and running, and we're going to continue the jersey reviews for the 9 other nations. As I mentioned, we only got to do the US at the time of Milano Cortina, and now we're basically going back and doing everyone else. So last time we did Canada, and I got to debut my Conor McDavid Canada jersey for the very first time, and I mentioned how with each team, one designed how but well, the other did not, and I had Sweden as the best example, so I thought we'll do Sweden next. So, Sweden normally do give us two, I'm getting it up on my phone just to cross reference, guys, so just remember my eye level will be all over the place for these jersey shows, just to bear in mind. Now, Sweden do normally give us a very nice design, particularly because their flag colours are so I know, the blue, the yellow, and I have to say, the blue one, I was more impressed by that than, there we go, I've got both of my screen now, than the yellow one. I mean, I'm not a fan of blue. I'm not a fan of the colour blue. It has to be a particular shade for me to become, that's a nice blue. So, I was quite surprised with the blue one. And again, I think it has to do with how the colour ratio. The colour ratio worked better on one jersey than it did on the other jersey. So, the yellow is... So, I'll do the yellow jersey first, I'll do the blue jersey. So, the yellow jersey, it is quite loud. Now, it does look fairly similar to what we saw in Four Nations. Let me see if I can find the image of the Four Nations jerseys for me to just cross-reference. I think I've got it on my laptop somewhere, so I'm just going to do that real quick. If not, I'll have to Google it. But I did when I got back. I did a big clear out of my Google Drive, moving photos onto my laptop. So I'm just trying to remember if that is one of them done or not. So give me 2 seconds. If it's not on my laptop, I will just Google it. Or did I transfer it from my Google Drive? Just quickly check my Google Drive. It might still be in there. Alright, can I just say, Google Drive is rubbish for storage, by the way. Just saying, it's rubbish. Okay, nope, right, so just gonna Google it right now, real quick. Right, yeah, so it's very similar. What Sweden gave us in the Olympics is very similar to what we got at the Four Nations last year with Sweden. And I don't see that much. Oh, hold on. Right, there is one difference I can spot between between Sweden's Olympic jersey and its Four Nations jersey. In the Four Nations jersey, there is a blue strand on the bottom of the jersey on the Four Nations one. That blue strand is not on the Olympic one, and I think that's fine. I think I did say, and you can go and check back on Chill Report Bids my reviews on all of the Four Nations jerseys, but I did at the end of 2024 when they weren't revealed. I was not a fan of that blue strand. I was not a fan of it. That was the only criticism I had on Sparrier's jersey for Four Nations where it dropped, and I thought, you get rid of that, we're fine. So that's the only difference I can spot between the Four Nations jersey and the Olympic jersey. So coming back to the Olympic jersey, it's too the yellow one. It's too loud. It's too bold. It's a bit too bright, and it really glares in your face. It really glares in your face. It was almost like it reminded me of, I can't remember which stadium series it was, but it was a stadium series where the Penguins were playing the Flyers and they wore those fluorescent yellow jerseys. Oh dear, my eyes! My eyes! In fact, what year was that? Let's just look. Let's Google that. What year was that? Tell me it wasn't the year when Gritty was there, looking like a great big traffic cone. Oh my god. I mean, having to look at Gritty at the best of times is worse. Right. Was it 2017 or was it 2019? Let's do 2017 first. Let's guess that one first. Look at Philadelphia's. Oh no, it wasn't. It was 2019. We just confirmed that it was 2019. AHLUforms.com is a really great site, by the way. You want to look back on some amazing uniforms over the years. It's a really good site to look on. It always updates every year. It's a really good site to use. I discovered it a few years ago. It's a really good site. So if you want to look back on some uniforms over the years, go on AHLUforms.com, and that's the best place to do it. Oh no, I'm seeing confusing conflicting arguments now. Yes, it was. It was 2019. That's just been confirmed because I can see the Flyers boy. It's like So it was the year of 2019. The Flyers were hosting the Penguins. Both of them wore really fluorescent jerseys. It was like, my eyes! And what was worse, you had Gritty be there like a great big massive traffic cone. Nightmares. Utter nightmares that was. Poor Shark, he didn't have to suffer that. Poor thing. Anyway. That's why I thought the Sweden's Olympic hockey jerseys, it's too loud, it's too bright. I should not be saying that with the yellow jersey, but I am. Especially how yellow is such a rare colour in hockey these days. I mean, I would love a team to just wear, just to not be scared of wearing a yellow-based jersey full time, because you could do some amazing things with that with both the home and the road. We need to see more yellow in hockey, we really do. But this one just didn't work, and I mean, where the crowd's sitting, yeah, it's fine, but the sort of stripy yellow on the arm, that I don't really get what the point of that was. It looks like a bit of war paint that men put on their face to make them look sexy. Newsflash, it doesn't! It doesn't! What is it with men's obsession with doing like two black stripe marks on the side of their face, like here? Do they really think that makes it look sexy? It doesn't. It doesn't. And the bandanas, I was like, do you really think that's a sexy look? It ain't. That's not going to turn me on. Dear oh dear. Anyway, but we compare that to the blue jersey, which was like a dark blue. I think it's supposed to be a navy blue, because in the past Sparrier have gone for, when they do a blue jersey, they do tend to go for a more of a navy blue, which I think works well, because obviously on Sweden's actual flag it's not navy, it's just your standard blue. So I actually do, I remember I was watching Sweden's games, and when they wore this blue jersey, I actually thought that is better than the yellow one. I think the colour ratio works a lot better. It gives you more of a cool feeling, you know. If you're thinking about in terms of atmosphere, the yellow one would be a bit too hot, whereas this blue one gives off those cooling vibes, that cooling nature, makes it look calm and tranquil. That is kind of what I thought this blue jersey does better, and I do think it worked a lot better than the I'm just going to close look at it. Yeah, and the colour scheme worked, the colour ratio worked a lot better, especially when you look at the back of the jersey. The numbers got like this metallic look to it, this metallic feel. That is actually quite gorgeous. I bet Alex Wedberg looked stunning in these jerseys. Yeah, I think the blue one looks a lot better than the yellow one. I'm just gonna say that. I think that is how I kind of feel. It looks more better than that one. I am hoping with the rest of these reviews, I'm hoping to put the jerseys on the screen. Obviously, I haven't done that with the US and Canada episodes, because obviously I had at least one of the two jerseys with me, so you can at least see one of the styles and get a good feel for the other. I'm hoping to go forward for the rest of these jersey reviews. I'm hoping to put at least one of the jerseys on the screen. I'm going to try and see if I can find a player in one of the jerseys to put on the screen, and you can just have a comparison of these styles, okay? So that's how I'm hoping to do going forward for the rest of these shows, okay? So I thought I should mention that earlier, but I just thought mention it now. And then you kind of make you understand why I keep looking this way and that way. Because obviously I've got the camera recording on my laptop, and I've got my phone, got the images to keep looking at some. And it was just all over the place. Just got better with it. Just roll with it. So yeah, so I kind of think this blue jersey looks a lot better. And if you were to ask me to purchase one of these jerseys, I would probably say I would go with the blue one, because I think that looks more appealing to me. That's something I probably would wear more of rather than the yellow one. The yellow one's just too loud. It's just too loud for me. Whereas this one is more tranquil. It's more calming jersey, and I think it looks a lot more better on the ice than the yellow one did. So I really did love this blue jersey. So yeah, and look at the back now. The way they did the numbers lettering. Numbers just really. It's like a metallic look to the numbers. That's like that looks absolutely gorgeous. That's stunning. That's very stunning. So yeah, so I'm hoping to get the blue one put on the screen. So yeah, so oh my god, for the rest of these jersey review shows, we're going to hopefully going to have at least one of the two jerseys put on the screen for that respective nation, so you can have a little bit of an idea of what it looked like. Because obviously I've only bought the US and the Canadian ones. So, because obviously those are the nations I'm involved with. Because you guys know, with the ladies I am Team USA, and for the men's I am Team Canada. So that's how it works for me. But obviously, any collectors out there, feel free to try and bag them if you want to. But I think that one, the blue one, I will think we'll leave it there. The blue one is the one I prefer the most. That is the one that I just love the most. That blue jersey, that navy blue jersey. It's just dark blue, whatever kind of blue you think it is. That is the better jersey. It's more appealing. It looks more calm. It looks more tranquil, and the colour ratios work just about right. They absolutely work right. The colour ratios just stunning. I think the colour ratios on that blue jersey absolutely amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so we'll leave it there, and that is what I thought of Sweden's Olympic jersey.